Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames, and we have the new DartZone Max Dictator. I just picked this up a few hours ago. I've been shooting in my backyard, but man, it is hot out here in Washington State. It's about 95 degrees. Now I know some of you guys are like, that's nothing, but it's hot for here in Washington. And man, this thing, it's cool, but there is a seriously bad flaw with this. And when we get to it, you know, hopefully you guys maybe see some ways around it. And I'm also going to search for other ways to kind of get around the fatal flaw that I see. But still, nonetheless, this, you know, is a very good ergonomically built blaster. Holding it like this, shooting it, it's good. It just works really, really well. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Conquest, how it rear loads, but just in a bigger format, right? Just in a larger format. But still, look at that thing. Let's look at this thing in the hands. It looks good. It's adult sized. I'm going to give you that. It does, of course, say 14 plus on the box, so you know it's probably for teens and up. But it is definitely adult size, and it feels really, really good in the hands. There's no rubber or anything like that on the grips, but still I think the you know, the kind of ergo they put inside the grips and things like that make it so your hands can fit fairly well. Inside the box, let's check it out. This, you know, inside the box of a lot of the DartZone stuff really comes box to field ready, which is awesome. So you get the blaster, you get 2 mags, you get the coupler, you get the darts, you get really good, nice eye protection. I like it that a lot of these blasters that are more on the high end are coming with really, really nice eye protection, whether they're goggles like the DartZone Pro stuff or the DartZone Max, where they're giving you kind of more of the kind of normal goggles, which we'll see just here in a second. So yeah, in the box, I mean, again, box to field, you're ready to rock and roll. This thing is shooting roughly about 155 FPS. That's on the high side, so this should be perfect for my local games. It averages about 150, which is great. Now, the goggles that come along with it are kind of above average goggles. These are really, really nice, really clear, really flexy. The nose piece has kind of a rubber piece on there, so these are something that you could wear pretty much, I feel like, all day and just be fine. The only reason why I wouldn't wear these is because I can use these, of course, the DartZone Pro ones, which let me wear, of course, my eye protection at the same time, or my glasses at the same time, without it squishing my face. So I'm probably going to go these over these, but I assume lots of kids and things like that are going to want to use these. These look very, very nice. Now, the big thing about this thing, guys, oh man, that I want to get to right out of the gate is going to be the mags. And this is what kind of bugged me when I first saw this. So I thought it was a single load in the rear, right? You just take a mag, and I'm going to use a Talon here. You throw it in, but I was like, whoa, look at that gap. There's a huge gap right there. So it loads one Talon, and it shoots from this just fine. Of course, you could just load one of the 12 rounds here. But if you see, I mean, it's like way in there. You can't see it. So with this set comes a coupler like this in the middle. It's like this little coupler. And the coupler, you basically take both mags, you point the arrows up like that. And look at that. Now you got like this bigger mag. And again, I'll throw it up here in a second so you guys can kind of see, again, what the mags and stuff look like. But still, you got that coupler there. And that makes it into one big mag. So now when you put it in, it's kind of in the right spot. It's not sticking out. It's like right there. So you can easily pull that out when you're done, flip it around, and shoot another 12 shots. Now I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. But let's try some Talons. What happens if can I put a Talon on this thing? And you can't. It just doesn't want to fit on the bottom. It doesn't want to work. So I'm like, oh man. So I was thinking, fine, I could 3D print something to make the Talons go. But if you put 2 Talons in here, or maybe you put a 15 and a 12 or a 10, sure, you might get it to fit, but if you put 2 of these, I mean, it's going to stick, right? It's going to stick out the back like quite a bit. So I was thinking, fine, you could put a 10 rounder right there, so a 15 and a 10. Man, but I'm just like, that is the killer for me right there, is not being able to use mags that I already have. And I was thinking it wasn't going to sit that far back. I thought it was going to go in right about there, like for one mag. That would be awesome. Now, I did try the larger Tachi mag. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I'm going to see if they do have a larger one, because if they do, man, I'm going to get a few of those things and get them. You know, if that sat in there and fit, that would be about right, because I was trying to look on here and kind of gauge where that mag sat. So I was like, oh, okay, so it sits right about there. So if I kind of line this up, it would be, I know you guys can't see this, so if I line these up, it would actually be pretty good if I can fit one of these in there. You guys see that? But it's just not going to fit. So that's the killer for me, is I just cannot bind or put two things together with my Talon mags or mags in general. Let's take this, actually I'm not gonna go outside because it's scorching hot. Let's shoot this really quick here inside the thing. I wanna show you guys shooting this thing. So again, it is shooting roughly about 150 FPS. Sometimes 145-ish, sometimes 155-ish. Somewhere right in there, it always seemed to shoot. So again, this is something I could use at my local wars, but it bump fires and slam fires really nice. And you can see, I'm doing it quite aggressive there. I'm not doing an easy one. I'm like slamming that thing. And the prime, you know, is not even that hard. I don't know what they're doing to these things, but it feels like to get to that 150 mark, I mean, whatever they're doing, they are doing right, because you don't really have to prime this thing super hard. But you can see, again, I'm bump firing this thing like crazy. But go back and watch that. Again, I just quickly wanted to show that. I didn't want to go outside because it's scorching hot, and it's still hot out here. But overall, guys, this is pretty cool. I like the design. I like how it feels. You know, it just, yeah, it performs great. It's just the mags. I don't really want to have to buy mags specifically for this, because it's just, yeah, I just don't want to go that route. I would love for an adapter to be built to be used for Talons, and I don't even mind if it sticks out the end. I wouldn't even mind. I mean, you know, if it sticks out the end a little bit, fine. I can see someone, just looking at this, I could see someone building just a slight extension here, because again, if this was to have two of these put in there, and let me make sure I'm putting this in there the right way. Oh, there we go. So if two of these were to go in there and these were super close, it's gonna be like that. So the stock would stick out about 6 inches or so. So it sits here, someone like this, and it actually would feel pretty good. So I don't know. I mean, it's a good blaster, guys. It shoots really well. It looks really well. It's just those mags, man. Those mags are killing me when this does not fit other type mags. And I get it. It's not going to fit other type mags, but still. Oh, man. So now I'm going to have to create something and figure out a way to get it in there, unless I can find larger Talon mags to fit in here, which I'll look right now or after this video. I'll look to see what I can find, order up a few, and try it later. But I wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek of this thing, because I know this just hit the shelves and it's cool, but it's those mags. They're killing me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this thing. I got a few other blasters that I know just hit the shelves, so I'm going to try and do those too. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans. Whew.